Hi guys, Jon Watts here from the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me at Drayton Park Golf Club, and today what I want to run through is a simple exercise that you can do next time you're on the driving range or the practice area or even in the garden to make sure that you're actually applying the pressure correctly into your lead leg on the downswing. So I see a lot of problems with this. We get some golfers who will hang back, and I've done another video on that I'll put the link to in this video here. So we get some golfers where on the downswing their actually pressure is moving towards their trail foot, so they're moving away from the target, and it tends to be a hands and arms action, and that causes a real loss of power but also some real missed strikes. I get the golfer who on the downswing the pressure is moving forwards towards their toes. We tend to see a loss of balance. When we get the pressure moving to the toes, the club tends to exit a long way to the right of the target. It doesn't move around our body as we'd like to see. And I also get just the golfer who doesn't actually apply enough pressure to their front foot. They do get it going that way, but not enough, so they're losing out on some power and some distance. This is a real power move. So what I've got simply here, it could be a door wedge, it could be a golf ball. It's nice to have something that can squish. So I've got half a tennis ball here, so I think I've got the other half in the bag. Just something sawn up, half a tennis ball, just something so you can actually squish it down. It could be anything really, a squash ball, anything that you can actually squish into the ground would be brilliant. And I'm going to put that under my left lead heel. Okay, and I've got a 6-iron here. It doesn't really matter what club I'm practicing this on with, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is make my backswing, and on the downswing I want to feel like I start to apply pressure with my left foot moving or pushing down into the ground, down on this tennis ball. So at the top of my backswing, my pressure will be around 80% on my trail foot, 20% on my lead foot. As I start the downswing, I want a real change in direction where we're getting 60% to our front foot, then 70, then 80, then 90. What we see with the real elite golfers is they're getting that kind of number in terms of pressure onto their left foot, on their lead leg, especially with a driver in their hand. Okay, so we're definitely getting that feeling of squashing the ball on the downswing. What I don't want to do is go from here to all on that front foot. It is a gradual increase of pressure downwards. And by the time I'm hitting the golf ball and through the ball, I'll definitely feel the pressure into my lead heel. And that will stop that falling forwards, heels coming up, and your actually exit will be a long way to the right of the target. If you're that kind of player, you could unfortunately hit some out the heel, some of those horrible shanks. We tend to also see a lot of blocks and hooks. So what we want to make sure that is happening on the downswing is this left hip, this lead leg is starting to rotate out the way, and my pressure is actually moving into my left heel. When we look at force platform data, what we see with the best golfers in the world is their pressure moves to their right, to their left in a very linear movement, and then through impact, the weight will actually be moving into their lead heel. So for me as a right-handed golfer, into my left heel. We don't unfortunately see that pattern with a lot of amateur golfers, but if you do this exercise, I think you'll really get the feeling of what you're trying to do. Let me go ahead and try and hit one or two here for you guys. So ball under the left heel, might just do a nice slow one first, wind up for the backswing, gradually applying the pressure into my lead leg and turning my left hip through towards the target. So it's a good idea to go ahead and make some slow ones first, just to get that feeling of what you're trying to achieve. And this can be done with an airflow ball in the garden. It doesn't need to be golf balls, so no excuse in terms of practice time. You can do it anywhere. And then I'd go ahead and make a few fuller swings once you've got that feeling of the pressure moving into that lead leg and into that lead heel as my hips start to rotate. I'm pretty happy with that. I definitely got that feeling that my pressure is moving to my front foot, and I could feel that left hip rotate out of the way. I can definitely feel my pressure pushing down with that left heel. So it's a great idea. Anything you can squish down into the ground works really well under that lead heel, and get that feeling of gradually applying the pressure towards your lead leg, and that pressure should be pretty much 90-100% onto that lead leg by the time I hit the golf ball, but the pressure is definitely moving into the heel through impact into the start of the follow through. I hope that exercise helps. If it does, please make sure you give us a thumbs up. Post some comments below on how you're getting on with it. Any videos you'd like to see, any content you'd like to see, please put that below. Your feedback is definitely welcome. And make sure you check out the channel for plenty of other content coming Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Thanks guys.